Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. In the beginning you can see peeling of my makeup around my lips. I just want to apologize. I went to the dermatologist to get my acne fixed, and it is, look at it, beautiful. However, it has a side effect of peeling, so just letting you guys know. Alright, back to the video. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Hello? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, wait, down. Okay, hi guys. I thought I would do a intro video of just questions that I might have before the trail. I'm going to do a gear video next, so that'll be out pretty soon too. It's kind of the same gear that I had last year. I moved a lot of pieces out and swapped them with newer, lighter versions, you know. When I have money in my pocket, it just burns a freaking hole. Okay, anyway, so let's get started. I wrote some notes. So, my name is Bex, I guess I'm going to go by. Rebecca's my real name. And right now, I look like a basic Becky. I'm 29, I'm going to be 30 in a week, and I'm fucking terrified. It's a big birthday, you know. Being in your 20s, you're allowed to not have everything figured out, but now at 30, it's like, okay, well, why don't you have your shit together? But yeah, so it's a scary birthday coming up.
Happy birthday!
So let's just start off this video, okay? Who am I? My name's Bex. I don't have a trail name yet because this is my first thru hike. I'm 29, 30 in a week. Have never done a thru hike, and I've barely backpacked. So I basically have only done a few day hikes in my life. And then I moved to Yellowstone last August, and I did a backpacking, I did just an overnight trip once or twice. And that was a lot of fun, and I got to test all my gear out because it was 20 degrees that night. And my sister went with me, and she did not have quality gear, and I felt pretty bad. Let's see. The other time I tried to go backpacking in Yellowstone, I had picked this really cute campsite in the backcountry of Yellowstone by a waterfall. And all of the spots were booked up. I think there was 10 spots. They were all booked up by different people. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go because, you know, one person's not going to show up. And I'll just take their spot, right? So I hiking around like 7 p.m. It's starting to get dark. And I get there and there's no one. Not one person is at a campsite. There's just 10 campsites that are completely devoid of human activity. And it starts getting dark, and I've never done a solo backpacking trip before, or any backpacking trip, honestly. We're camping. Nada. And I'm like, fuck, like, I do not want to be alone with grizzlies. So I fucking hiked my ass back out. I think it was 4 miles. And I was running, it was dark, I had my headlamp on, which is probably sketchier than if I actually just had stayed and spent the night, whatever. Anyways, while I was getting back maybe a mile from my car, I was looking down at my feet and I bumped into a freaking bison. Literally bumped it, my head, and he was just grazing, he was chilling, but when I bumped into him, he kind of made a noise like he obviously not happy that I'm so close. And so I just kind of, you know, went around him, and he was fine. I think he was actually more annoyed about my music than anything. All right, next question. Hold on, it's getting cold outside. So I bought a Melly, a black market Melly. I just couldn't help it. The lottery is not working out for me, man. I've been on it for like 3 months, and I really like this one. It's black on black, and it's just so comfortable. It's definitely going on trail with me. And even my dad loved it so much, he got one as well. So you'll see me and him on the first couple days. So let's get started. I am doing the PCT at the end of March, starting from Campo. I live in Southern California right now. I wanted to do the PCT last year, but obviously COVID happened, and this year is still COVID, but I've worked in customer service all this year. I know how to handle it. I know how to get away from the virus, and I think I'm going to have the vaccine beforehand, or if not, like while I'm on the trail within weeks. So I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. Mask, hand sanitizer, all that jazz. Next question. How did I first hear about the hike, and when did I decide to do it? So those are two different questions for me. I lived in Mammoth Lakes. ...2009 to 2012, I think. And I worked at the hotel, the front desk of the actually pretty much the main hotel, Mammoth Mountain Inn. And during the summer, we would get... Usually the hikers wouldn't come to the hotel because it was so expensive. They'd go to like hostels or cheaper hotels. But during like 4th of July weekend, we would be so packed the town that we'd be the only rooms that were left. And so we would get hikers coming up, and they just look utterly exhausted, man. They just wanted to get to a room and sleep and shower. Like they almost looked zombie-ish. And I just remember them telling me about it and how they were hiking from Mexico to Canada. And this is before Wild. I think, yeah, before even the book came out, maybe? No, I don't know. Before the movie, I know that. And I just thought, oh my God, that is so stupid. Like, what a waste of time and how exhausting. I didn't conceptualize it. I didn't understand why a person would want to do that at that time in my life. Now it's completely different. And then I guess later on I did see Wild, the movie with Reese Witherspoon, and I actually empathized more with her background than the trail itself. I'm a recovering addict, and I've been through some terrible stuff. So I kind of empathized with that side more than the actual storyline of the hike. And then 2 years ago, I was just really directionless. I almost had my degree, but I just couldn't pick a fucking major. And I didn't want to waste money. I didn't want to have any debt for something I didn't want to do. And I was just analysis paralysis, basically. I was safe at home with my dad. I was taking care of him while he was going through knee surgery, and I had just been in early recovery, so it worked out well. I just couldn't figure anything out, and I was on YouTube, and one of Darwin's videos popped up, I think, and the way he shot it and edited it, or the girl who edited it, it was just kind of beautiful. The music and everything, it really glamorized it, and I understand that that's a glamorization. That's not really how real life is, but I still just it sunk something in my heart. And I had watched his entire series in one sitting, and I was sitting next to my dad, and I told him, I was like, I'm going to do the PCT next year. I remember that, and I even told him, I was like, remember me saying this because it's going to happen. And that was it. After that, I started fucking slowly getting gear because I had absolutely zip of gear. Okay, next question is, why do I want to hike? A few reasons, many reasons. I mean, the main reason is that just I have to. There's something in my heart, like I have to hike. I think most hikers have the same feeling where their heart is literally tied to Campo or Springer Mountain or whatever. It won't be severed until I actually do it. I just have to. Other reasons is I want to experience true freedom or first world nation freedom. I want to sleep where I want, eat what I want, poop where I want. I want to stay in town as long as I want. I want to stealth camp if I want. I want to hike if I want. I want to stay put if I want. I want to do what I want. And that sounds incredibly selfish, but this is kind of a selfish journey I make. It's my life. I have no kids, no responsibilities, and I think it's a perfect time to do it before I do have major responsibilities. Another thing is I want to learn integrity. When you go through active addiction, especially for as long as I did, I think it was like 15 years, you lose integrity. Your words stops meaning anything. Broken promises over and over and over. And I really want to gain my integrity back. It's not even I want other people to believe what I say. I want to believe myself. I want to have my inner trust back. Believe in myself, essentially. And so I think this is an absolutely great way to do that. So those are the main reasons I would like to hike. The next question I have... Oh, hold on. Let me get my mic. Okay. What will I miss most about leaving home? I don't have too many responsibilities or that keep me home, but I do have one thing, and that's my bird, my parrot. It's really interesting. I had a little parakeet, I'll show him a picture right now, that I had for 5 years. I absolutely adored and loved him, and he was everything in my world. And last year in December, he passed away from an illness that he had for a while and that we were trying to take care of. And that was really hard. I had him cremated, and I have him in a necklace. Anyways, about 6 months after his death, we were in the middle of a pandemic, and I didn't think I was going to do the trail. And I was kind of finished grieving the hardest part of it, and I was ready to kind of move on. So I bought a big boy parrot. I bought a turquoise Indian ringneck. I'll show him a picture right here. And oh my God, I love him. He's so different. He's such a little jerk. He's going through bluffing stage right now, so he's going through puberty, and he's such a little asshole, and I love him. And when I came back from Yellowstone, I saw that he was losing feathers. And I was just really upset with myself. I thought I had already fucked him up. He was only 6 months old, and he's already plucking. And I was so upset with myself. I did everything I could do. I took him to the vet, and they kind of agreed it was plucking. So then we just changed his diet, his nutrients, his activities. And it was happening rapidly. And I never actually saw him pluck. I saw him preen kind of aggressively, but never pluck. Anyways, we went back to the vet, and we decided to get the expensive blood and fecal testing, and it came back with PBFD, which is beak and feather disease. It's the worst disease a parrot can get, basically. It's terminal. He'll die within 6 to 12 months of showing signs of the disease, and he started showing signs in August. And so he is dying. Right now, he's in good spirits, though. He does sleep quite a bit during the day, but he is very chatty and vocal and happy. And he's perfect right now. And the moment I see that he's in pain, I will put him down. But we'll cross that bridge when I need to. Anyways, so yeah, I am leaving him, and I feel absolutely terrible about it. Leaving a parrot is different than leaving a dog or a cat because they're imprinted so much on their owners. Luckily, Blimpy, that's his name, he's kind of imprinted on my dad too. So we have a good relationship, and I think it'll be fine. He's going to take care of him. And I'm going to come back when I get to Idlewild and say hi to him, and then maybe one more time when I'm still in Southern California, maybe when I'm in Bishop, I'll come back home to check in on him. And if need be, something were to happen, I have funds for me to fly back. I feel awful about that. That's probably the most guilt I've felt in a very long time, leaving him. Okay, do I believe I will make it? Okay, so I know at the beginning of a hike it's really nostalgic and novel. Like probably the first month, everything's just so new and it's exciting and fun. And then it starts becoming a grind. I know that. It's about endurance, integrity, and discipline, which are all things I really want to strengthen. So I believe I'll make it. But I am aware that, that's not a possibility. I could very well quit. There's many reasons. Injury, money, I get bored, What are my luxury items? I have a lot of luxury items that I know I will be sending home. I just don't know which ones are going to keep and which ones I'm going to send home. So I have a pillow that is 6.5 ounces. It's the Exped Mega Pillow, and I absolutely love it. I think it's going to go with me all the way to the end. However, my dad bought another pillow. It's an ultralight pillow. It's only 3.5 ounces. It's down, and it has a pocket underneath so you can put your down jacket to make it a full pillow, basically, and it is so comfortable. I don't know. I might be stealing that when he gets off trail. I also have a mattress pump that I got from my dad. It's 3 ounces. And he's older and he can't literally blow up his mattress. So I bought him that, and I might take it. This gimbal that I'm talking to you on, it is £1. But I think it's a good purchase. I have to figure out how it works. A lot of electronic things like this microphone, and when my dad's on trail, he's bringing a little saute pan and a spatula so we can make silver dollar pancakes. So yeah, about my dad. This is kind of a cute story. I was in my bedroom and my dad came knock on my door, and he just randomly came up and he was like, "Oh, I just want to say that, I'm really proud of you, of, who you are." He's like, "Proud of you when you did the talent show in high school and you tap danced all by yourself on stage. I mean, I could never do that." He was saying that or whatever. And then he was like, "And I'm also really proud that you're doing the trail." And I was like, "Well, then why don't you do it with me? I mean, not the entire thing, but, start it with me." He kind of hemmed and hawed and didn't, had the negative inner talk, self-talk. And finally, I guess I convinced him enough to do it. And he got excited, and he got so excited. He started just buying everything on Amazon. Me and him, Amazon, other websites, REI. We just started buying so much crap, man. But we got all of his gear, and so he's going to do the first 20 miles with me, and he feels good enough. He'll do the first 40 miles all the way to Mount Laguna. But 20 for sure to Lake Marina, and then my uncle will pick him up. And so he's super stoked. We have a lot of cute things planned for the beginning, cute recipes and stuff. Let's see, the next question. What do I want from this experience? Like I said, I really want to increase my integrity, my discipline. I want to build some friendships really bad. I'm really excited to meet all the people. I wish our borders were open. I wish it wasn't the pandemic. I wish I could meet people from all over the world, but I know that's not possible this year. But I still think it'll be a great year. Different. Really sad about all the trail angels closing up shop. This is even before the pandemic, Casa de Luna, Hiker Heaven. Really sad. How do I expect my first day to go? Me and my dad are going to make mistakes, and we're going to laugh our ass off. That's how I expect our first day to go. Which towns am I most excited to visit? I'm really excited to visit Mammoth because I lived there for a few years. I get to say hi to some old friends. One of my friends actually said that I can couch surf on his couch, so I'm super happy and excited about that. I want to go to Ashland and Portland. I'm so excited about Tahoe. I've never been to, even though it was really close to Mammoth. And Stehekin. Oh my God, am I so excited for Stehekin, especially the freaking bakery. My God, so stoked. Next question. What have I sacrificed for the PCT? I sacrificed, quite a bit. I'm furloughing on school, work, basically homeless. Money, lots of money, my God. I saved up a bunch of money last year, and I spent it all basically on my bird. Buying the bird, buying his cage, then all the fucking vet bills. So then I had to save up all that money again. And I did it, and I'm, I'm proud of myself. And I have some money when I get back. I got to hustle, purchase my first house, which is going to be a van, a nice Class B van, and go back to school and finish my degree when I get back. So I'm just kind of sacrificing my time, but it's not a sacrifice really. What are my biggest fears? Injuries, falling. Someone died last year. That was incredibly sad. Insanity, being by yourself for a couple days. I've been there, done that. It's not fun. Loneliness. Yeah. fears that like I will fail. I don't know. What meals am I planning? So I have a lot of fun meals. Last year for Christmas, my family just bought me a shitload of the freeze-dried crap. So I'm going to eat like a king for a couple weeks. We have pancakes for the first morning on trail, creme brulee, and s'mores. So that's exciting. Me and my dad and my mom, we're going to do like a shakedown hike in Joshua Tree next week. So I'll film that. Diet. I'm a vegetarian. Everyone's kind of vegetarian on trail. The only thing is like, tuna and chicken and beef jerky. And then everything else is kind of vegetarian. So I don't foresee it being a huge issue. Vegan might be a little bit more difficult. I'll have a gear video out probably next week. Oh, so things I need to do before my hike. I was thinking about getting a keratin treatment for my hair because it looks nice right now, but I put curlers in it. Growing up to like 20, I had straight hair, A1 hair, like straight, woke up, good to go. And then my hormones kicked in because women's hormones change every 7 years. And then something changed and now it is like A3. It's super curly, not super, but curly. And I never had curly hair. I don't know how to work with it. And so if I get the keratin treatment, it just might be easier to deal with on trail. It becomes silky and you can just braid it really quick. Me and my dad are going to get manis and petties because we do that every month. I got to pay my taxes. Freaking got a ticket the other day for rolling a stop sign, so I got to pay that off. I have not gotten a ticket in over a decade or an accident or anything, and so I'm really upset about that. I'm hoping maybe I can do traffic school before I leave too. I got a physical with my doctor, blood testing and all that. Everything came out great. My thyroid was a little low, but she said not to worry too much about it. It'll strengthen with exercise. Let's see, I got my first credit card that I ever got in my life. That's exciting. Working out, yoga, walk, diet. I'm a little chubby right now, so get that better. I'm taking a couple medications, so I kind of want to taper and get off those, or at least lower it, so I don't have to carry as much on trail. And then I vape. So I know you shouldn't vape and hike or whatever. I know I need to quit. It's like my last vice and it's so hard to stop. So I'm going to be taking Tootsie Pops, and every time I have a craving, I'm going to use it to put Tootsie Pop. But I am bringing my vape, and I probably will smoke, at least in the beginning. So that's extra dead weight that I have to think about, and like the vape juice and the coils. It's just a lot. It's a lot to, plan and think about. This has kind of been longer than I wanted it to be, but thanks for tuning in, and you guys can totally forget to like and subscribe. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. And then let me show you where I'm at. That's Big Bear. And that's San Jacinto. So that's kind of cool. I'll be hiking up and between those two. Nice little area. Alright guys, so thank you for watching, and I will see you on the flip side.